Hi guys, so it's Lenore and well, I'm actually at work in my free time doing this, and I just had some stuff on my mind and I figured I would make a video while I do this because it doesn't take much of my thought process. Anyway, the topic right now that I was thinking about was judging people, and I heard this really good quote from an anime I was watching a while ago, and I can't remember the name of the anime, but basically it was, a girl said don't judge anybody by their past, and I thought that was really, really smart. Because I understand why you would judge somebody for your past, because, well, somebody murders somebody in their past, they might be a bad guy, but I understood what she meant, and I believe in that. So, for instance, if somebody used to be an alcoholic, but they've gotten better and they don't have that disease anymore, because that's a disease. Alcoholism is a disease. Then why not accept them and not judge them on that? Especially when you're in an argument. That's what I hate the most, is when my mother or my sister brings up something in an argument that I had done in the past that I really regret. And, I really regret it, and it's rather irritating to me because I've done as much as I can to move past that and not do anything like that anymore. And it's kind of just anything that I would regret. So to bring it up in an argument with me really strikes a nerve, because I work really hard to get past things like that. Another thing I'd like to talk about, since that was kind of short, is gays and lesbians and bisexuals and transsexuals and pansexuals and all that junk, because there's so many different things I don't even know them all, I don't think. There was a boy on this bus that I take, and I'm not going to name names, who is kind of a bully, and I could tell that very easily. We had a bullying assembly at school, which was good because my school is rather, how do I say this, small-minded, and not very diverse. So bullying happens often, which is a really big shame. And right after that bullying seminar, he decided that it would be a good idea on the bus that I ride every now and again to bully somebody. And I stood up for the girl and I was like, hey, you cannot say that about her. And even after we just had like a bullying seminar, can you please calm down, okay? Can you just stop? And he stopped. He was a freshman and I'm a junior, so usually that stuff stops. And I kind of forgot about it. And later on, a couple days ago, I was on that same bus, and I was talking to my friend about something, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what we were talking about, but I said, just a couple things that I wouldn't back down on in an argument. And I'm bisexual, so that's just me. But no hate, but and I said, I would never stand down if somebody wanted to argue with me about gay marriage. And this same kid looks at me and he goes, gay marriage is disgusting. And I looked at him and I was like, excuse me? And I was so dumbfounded by people's ignorance of things like that. And it took him a long time to kind of respond back to my remarks about it, because I just don't think he was very well educated about anything of that sort. And didn't take things seriously. Because it's a really serious business, bullying, and especially, bullying somebody, a gay teen or anything of that sort who's just trying to be who they are. Like, why would you do that? To anybody, especially, like, somebody, kids die every day from being bullied. So, I stood up against him, and, he made several comments that pointed towards, gay men are disgusting, but if it's women, it's okay. And I was like, you're pointing that towards, like, it's all sexual. And I was like, and I'm sorry about my ill language with my likes and my ums, but I'm sorry. And I said, why can't you just back off? like, it's not your business. And if we're gonna go all, like, the sexual part of it, like, you don't have to see it. I mean, I understand you don't want to see two men or two women making out in public, but, you know, I don't really want to see a straight couple making out in public either. It's kind of gross. I mean, either way, like, get a room. Like, it doesn't matter who you are or who you're kissing. It was so ignorant. And what really irked me was the bus driver, I don't go on the bus often, but the bus driver threatened to kick me off the bus. And I understood, my sister said, well, I understand that, and I agreed with him because he doesn't know you, he doesn't know if you get physical. And I was like, you know, I know that I wouldn't get physical with the kid, but, you know, the bus driver didn't know, and I understand that in that aspect. But it was something that was very important to me, and I needed to express my views on. Because the thing about that is I just can't back down to something like that, because it really bothers me that people can be that ignorant and that against something that's really not any of their business. It doesn't really matter. Like, why should it matter to you? And why would you take the time to bully somebody? Because, like, why? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't think I've ever purposely bullied or tried to hurt somebody. I'm not interested in it. I can't insult, even fakely, because it just irritates me. So that's my spew on gay marriage with that kid. I felt really happy that after that, though, because I felt really, really, really good about standing up for that, and I would have felt bad about myself if I didn't. And the song that I should have told him, why don't you go home and listen to Lily Allen's "F.U." Because it's all about a song that it starts off like, so you say it's not okay to be gay, well I think you're just evil. So that's like the first line, and excuse my voice because I'm sick, and I do sing, but I am sick at the moment. And I thought that was a really good song for him to listen to, so I might just have to tell him about that. But anyhow, and also, while we're on the topic of hate and being ignorant, I actually learned that 2 people hate me, or 2 or 3 people hate me. And I honestly, I mean, everybody has their own opinions, but I honestly don't think I've ever done anything to make anyone hate me. I'm not a bad person. I'm not mean to people. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm different. But anyway, if somebody hates you, take it as a compliment. It's flattering. Bye. See you later.